What's inside a welding and agricultural mechanic shop at U of I? Let me show you. Hi, my name's Rainey. I'm a music performance and business marketing major at U of I. I am not a welder, and I have zero experience in agriculture. Still, back in April, I toured U of I's Agricultural Systems Management Lab, where students learn skills in ag mechanics, welding, engines, and electricity. The lab is led by clinical assistant professor Marvin Heimgartner, who invited 2 students to show me the space. And instead of just touring, they put me to work. I had to weld something. You can probably guess how that went. Welding is so strange because you're just in this thing and you have this much vision. I also brought U of I's video team with me. This is Brooke. I was super excited to be there. Here's how it went. We're here.
Hello. Hey Rainey, I'm Justin.
Hi. I'm Maddie.
So the stuff that I'm learning here is just stuff I'm gonna go home, be able to know how to weld, be able to know how to make parts, fix machines, things like that.
And I'm studying agricultural education, so I get to use the space and take classes in here where I'm also learning how to weld, I'm learning how to machine. I just love it because I get the chance to build these skills so that I can potentially teach this in the future and teach younger generations more about agriculture.
I'll follow you guys. Just pick a corner over there and tell us about it.
We're part of the club with the safety glasses.
I was gonna say, come down. We'll start at the electrical board. So these are called wiring boards. These are what students would practice wiring on. Troubleshooting, being able to fix something when it breaks, because wiring, obviously from our standpoint isn't just in houses, but cars that we drive around the farm, tractors that we're using, all the trailers that we haul all our equipment on, all the way from, the breaker box to outlets to lights in your house.
Well, just remember, Rainey, black to brass will save your ass. Okay. So, black wire is hot wire.
Yeah.
That's where the electricity goes. Always goes to a brass screw.
When I have too many appliances plugged in at my apartment, I walk in and I open the panel and I go, which one says off? That one's the easy one.
Yes.
The other ones are all
jumbled up. Have you ever considered becoming an electrician? It sounds like a future career path.
Yeah. What's going on in this table?
These are just all tools that you would use specifically for the small engines class. So this is a super simple small engine block, completely stripped down.
Pretty much every engine, you have your gas tank, you have flywheels, you have carburetors. You'll see that this, on a lawnmower, you pull it to start.
You can take this, translate it to, fixing your car, fixing a tractor. It all needs fuel, it all needs air. So you can take this, even though it's not the exact same, the concepts are the same, translate them into the real world. So, you can see the whiteboard, that was from our welding class this week.
We'll learn the material, and then it's really nice because then we go straight into the shop and it'll be demonstrated to us, so then we get to actually do it and learn that way. Honestly, this is the main hub for everything. This is where students come to meet. In my class, ASM 202, which is agricultural shop practices, and every single week students will bring in lunch for the entire class. Aww. It's just great because then that really builds into the community and the family of the shop. This is the lathe room.
And floral design shop.
Yes. Yeah. Marvin and I worked very hard at putting this in an ice cream bucket.
They do so great.
They smell great.
What is a lathe?
So all of these machines, they all have names actually. So this is the South Bend lathe. Then we have Logan, Henry, and Clausing.
Hi, Logan.
You can take a piece of metal and cut it down to whatever size you need. It keeps it round.
Yeah, so we actually just made these in our shop. This is one of the sample pieces. This is actually a lathe bit. So this piece is what actually cuts our pieces. This is how a lathe works, and it'll spin from this end. And then you would have your work piece that comes in, and it would be sitting probably right about here.
Let's do some snooping.
Look at how organized it is.
This is not what my cabinets are like now.
I don't think I've ever organized anything like this. What is the recipes for? Is this for the lunch club or?
I bet they are old recipes from lunch club.
Now I'm gonna have to try those recipes.
Clearly community is important. Keep students from dropping out. That's probably why they have a lunch club.
That's probably why they have a lunch.
This is mainly just like the general shop room. It's not the welding area yet, but this is where a lot of us students, like in my shop class right now, we each have our own individual bench space. And on this green rack over here is where we turn in a lot of our projects. My number is number 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Because you're the best.
But we all get to use these grinders and pretty much any tool.
Oh, that's so cool.
We just made like that lathe bit that I showed you in the other room. We actually machined those, and these grinders were a huge help in that, and pretty much the main tool that we
And
use.
so it's like these help maintain all of your other tools and make sure that they're all in working shape?
Yeah, so we get to use these for like primarily sharpening and shaping more than anything.
The tool tools.
The tool tools,
Yeah.
yes.
That looks like a saw.
Yes, you are correct. This is a vertical bandsaw.
What's this?
It's a vise.
Okay. What's that?
Bell sander,
What's that?
drill press,
Okay. What's this?
metal shear,
What's that?
anvil,
What's that?
Forge.
What's that?
cutting stand, I guess. I don't know.
You'll get very comfortable with that later.
Yeah.
Okay. And then does this room have a name?
Welcome.
the welding lab.
Yeah, the welding lab.
We do everything. We practice different kinds of welds in different positions. So this is where you would do all your welding at.
And then that's a hood?
Yeah.
Is it like glue through it?
So go ahead and put it on.
How do you, is this right?
Nope.
Nope.
So
Okay.
it sits on your head and then it goes down over your face.
Yep.
Oh, it's yellow? Is this yellow or green?
Yeah, and so that is actually like a it's an automatic hood. So as soon as there's a flash or any light, it'll actually go black so you don't like hurt your eyes.
Wait, how do I? Oh my god, it turned on with my phone.
Yeah, this is what you'll be doing.
Okay. Cool. Exciting.
Yes.
Not scary at all.
No, it is not scary at all. It's so exciting. Just wearing your hood and having your hood,
Yeah, you got
you'll be
it.
good. When we're actually gonna be practically like using these, this little piece actually has an electrode and it's gonna use an electrical current, okay? Cover. And that is what's gonna be piercing the metal as well with air. And then you're gonna be able to cut out all of these different shapes.
That's so cool.
I tried to do a cute little heart, but it didn't work very well. And then cover,
Cover.
and then just pull the trigger and go.
Oh, that's so cool.
So he's going to be making these cutesy roses. And so it starts with this one piece of metal that we've given him. He'll trace that on the piece of big sheet of metal, cut it out, and then bend it into a flower shape, weld it to a piece of welding rod, weld the leaf on it so that it makes a complete flower. You'll do fine.
Okay.
Perfect.
You killed it. Oh, it's right here. It's,
How hot is it?
it's usually not too bad.
And we're gonna switch into these welding hoods like you had on down there, just because these are darker and these will help to protect your eyes. This welder is called a MIG welder. It's what we'll have you use today. And just when you pull this trigger, there's gonna be wire that comes out, and that's what's gonna create the metal and weld it. And
That's
so
cool.
once you put your hood on, you'll put it right down next to it. You'll see the wire come out and it'll create just like a little puddle. And do that and you'll see the wire connect.
Okay. Cover.
There, yeah, that looks great.
Okay.
Pick that up and you can go take it to the quench tape just to cool your weld off, and then we'll weld your leaf on.
Is we're gonna go in threes. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Just to give it the layered effect.
Do you do the ugly ones in the middle and then the?
I like to,
Okay.
because
Okay.
then it's easier to hide.
Set the leaf there and then you can just tack it on.
Cover. I killed the stem.
It got welded in half.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. So you can just...
Do I weld this back on?
Yep, you can just weld that back up there to your leaf.
Oh no. Cover.
Right.
It has after.
Oh, maybe not.
Okay.
Yeah, just let it cool fully before picking it up.
Okay, don't touch it. Whoa, there was even like a little poof with it.
I love it.
Okay.
Are you gonna give it to anyone special?
That was
They're gonna give you an F.
that was my fault, not theirs. Okay, don't let me weld any bridges. That's what we learned today. Okay, that was so fun.
That was
Okay.
awesome.
Maddie gave me an extra rose. What's like the general idea of like an ag systems management degree? Like where does it lead to?
A lot of kids that are in it are kids that, want to go home and farm. Like I said, you take a lot of general classes, but that's for sure not the only thing that you can do. I know kids that have graduated that are then like fieldmen for companies. So like they go out, they're like, hey, they go talk to the farmer, be like, hey, your crop's good, but here's what you can do to make it look better.
And then what are all of the long list of photos on the wall back there?
Yeah, so those are all like the previous classes from the small engines course that is here. I believe they're all Marvin's classes.
Clear back to, I know my high school ag teachers up there on that wall. I know a lot of like previous generation. I've had family that came here that were in this shop specifically that are up on that wall that took the same classes that kids today are taking.
And so do the baggy jeans fit into the PPE, or is that like not recommended?
I mean, technically, I think they fit in. I wouldn't wear them.
Wait, have you guys seen his belt though?
No.
Okay.
Oh, you have the belt buckle. Yeah, you fit in and you're
Okay, yeah,
you've
no,
got a
now
belt
you're good,
buckle.
now you're good. No, you did awesome with making your rose, and we're super thankful that you got to experience it in all of its glory.
The tour's been great. Thank you so much for grading my barely passing flower.
Yeah, come back and visit anytime if you want to sit in here and do homework instead of the TLC. It's always open.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yep.
thank you.
See you, Rainey.
All right, bye. Thank you so much, Justin, Maddie, and Marv, for having me into your lab. It was super fun to get to explore this space and to do some hands-on learning, making a rose. This one isn't mine. Maddie gave me a fully intact one, so I could take it home. Like, it was so fun to just be able to like make connections and see how what they're learning here applies to their future, whether that's in a classroom setting, on a farm. I'm gonna go put this rose in some water to make sure it stays alive. As always, V's up and go Vandals.